What often causes pain and distress is not the situation or difficulty we face, but the attachment and fear of gaining or losing. The way we perceive the world determines its appearance, and once we change our perspective, the world will also transform accordingly. Everyone has the potential for happiness, but often it is seen through the eyes of others. There is always right and wrong in the world, but if we don't listen, they cease to exist. Foolish people seek external conditions, while wise individuals seek inner peace. We must clearly understand three questions: what we have, what we want, and what we can let go of. For most people, it is easy to answer the question of what they have by evaluating their current situation. Many people also have clear ideas about what they want. The most challenging part is not knowing or struggling to decide what to let go of, and this determines whether we can truly achieve what we desire, because nobody can have everything without giving up something. When a flower withers, we don't cry because we already know it is impermanent. If we practice mindfulness of impermanence, we can reduce our suffering and enjoy life more. If we know that things are impermanent, we will cherish the present moment. We know that the people we love are also impermanent, so we should make every effort to make them live happily. Life is like the weather, predictable yet often unexpected. Disappointment and hope both torment people, but hope brings longer suffering. Our state of mind can be calm, but it should not be dead still. Life is too short, and giving up today does not guarantee obtaining it tomorrow. The prerequisite for one's luck is the ability to change oneself. Consider others, but live for yourself. In the competition for goodness, practice is the key. Patience can prevent regrets. Cultivating oneself is reflected in being patient, and both words and actions should exemplify this. In the journey of life, which cannot be completed, take a leisurely walk. Retreat can prevent calamity. Learn to compromise, seek advantages through concessions, share and reduce blessings, and let go to cultivate blessings. Being calm can prolong life. Make friends with a light heart, be deaf to slander, be self-critical, and use humility to counter insults. What often causes pain and distress is not the situation or difficulty we face, but the attachment and fear of gaining or losing. True freedom is not about getting whatever one desires, but the ability to choose not to do what one doesn't want to do. The way we perceive the world determines its appearance, and once we change our perspective, the world will also transform accordingly. The meditation method that quiets turbulent thoughts and rests peacefully in a state of tranquility is called cessation, while contemplation is the process of realizing the nature or essence of the mind. Whether practicing cessation or contemplation, it is crucial to know how to settle the mind, relax, be open, and avoid artificiality. In fact, we cannot fix ourselves in a state of thoughtlessness. The result of meditation is not thoughtlessness, but no longer being disturbed by thoughts. Hot water will naturally scald you, and cold water will naturally freeze you. When you encounter hot water and are scalded, or encounter cold water and are frozen, it shouldn't be surprising because that's their nature. Life is the same. It inherently contains both suffering and joy. When you experience it, simply embrace and feel it. There's nothing to be amazed about. What we often see is that a person is always looking up to and envying someone else's happiness, but when they turn around, they realize that they are being looked up to and envied by others. In reality, everyone has the potential for happiness. It's just that your happiness is often seen through the eyes of others. Right and wrong exist every day, but if we don't pay attention, they cease to exist. Foolish people seek external conditions while wise individuals seek inner peace. In noisy places, we need to remain calm. In neglected places, we need to be enthusiastic. The reason people are ordinary is that they cannot transcend themselves. If we don't dwell on right and wrong, it can be a good time in the world. Speak without aggression, without harm. Don't boast about oneself. Don't spread others' faults, and naturally turn enemies into friends. Be content with what you have, and your mind will be at ease. When one has no desires, it is true happiness. In life, character comes first, followed by ability when dealing with people, and reason comes first, followed by diligence when doing things. In life, learn not to complain, not to wait, not to blindly follow. A disciple asked the Zen master, "Master, how can I control my emotions and not get angry when faced with situations?" The Zen master said, "Believe in cause and effect and you won't be confused. All grievances and conflicts arise from cause and effect. By understanding the principles of cause and effect, we can gain insight into the nature of our emotions and reactions. When we realize that our anger and distress are the results of specific causes, we can begin to detach ourselves from them and respond more skillfully. The Zen master continued, "When you encounter a situation that triggers anger or distress, pause and reflect on the causes and conditions that have led to this moment. Consider the intentions and actions of others involved, as well as your own. Recognize that everyone is subject to their own conditioning and circumstances, and their actions are a product of those factors. By cultivating empathy and compassion, you can develop a greater understanding of others and their struggles. This understanding can help you respond with patience and kindness, rather than reacting with anger or distress. Remember that your own actions and reactions also contribute to the cause and effect cycle, so strive to cultivate positive qualities within yourself. Additionally, practice mindfulness and self-awareness. When you feel anger or distress arising within you, observe these emotions without judgment. Notice the physical sensations, thoughts, and urges that accompany them. By acknowledging them without getting caught up in them, you can create space for a more skillful response. Ultimately, the path to controlling your emotions lies in recognizing that you have the power to choose how you respond to any given situation. By cultivating wisdom, compassion, and self-awareness, you can develop the capacity to transform anger and distress into patience, understanding, and peace. The disciple thanked the Zen master for the guidance and vowed to apply these teachings in their daily life.